My name is Korosh Erfani, and today is Friday, October 24th, 2025. We have had breaking news today on CNN. As you can see, Trump administration is not going to fund food stamps for November. So, which means that the people who are depending on this food stamp in order to survive, they won't have this possibility anymore. As you can see, Trump administration won't use $6 billion contingency fund to pay November food stamp benefits. So we are talking about a population of 42 million people who are depending on this assistance. So in November, 42 million Americans won't have this critical food assistance that is provided by SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So that's interesting. That's the first fact. 42 million people must be ready to experience hunger, being starved, maybe. And at the same time, we got another news which shows that the country is going to lose completely the institutional character of government and the governance. Here it is. Pentagon is confirming to CNN that it will funnel $130 million from an anonymous Trump ally toward military pay, which means someone, because he's very generous, is paying effectively the army, right? Imagine in what kind of country we are. But now we know that during shutdown, if the military wants to be paid, it must be, just because of the generosity of I don't know who, we don't know who, but this is it. Only wealthy are in the command of this country. And if they want to pay something, so the military will be paid. Otherwise, they will join effectively these 42 million people who won't have anything to have for November. So this is how it works. But at the same time, the United States and the Zionists who are in the government are funding a very interesting case. Here it is. Thanks to the American taxpayer, Israel is now paying their reservist soldiers a minimum of over $8,000 per month. Okay? So here we don't have any more money for American soldiers, American military to be paid. And that's why an anonymous, generous person must come up and pay something. Otherwise, no. But for Israeli army, effectively, the reservists of Israeli army will receive $8,000 per month through the funds that is coming from the United States. So we can see that the dismantlement of the United States as a country, as a system, is ongoing, and it will be done in due course. And if you want to have just an idea about the date, let me refer to this news, which is even more interesting. So there is a memo that is circulating right now on social media detailing the establishment of a National Guard that is going to be trained, in order to be deployed everywhere in all the 50 states, right? When? By April 2026. The objective is to contain effectively the civil riots, according to this memo. They are there in order to control the big cities of the United States for national security or the things like that. So, which means, guys, that there won't be any midterm elections in the United States, because with the state of emergency announced by the government very soon, somewhere in 2026, there would be a possibility for the president to delay, to postpone the elections. So that's why the election of November 26 will be pushed to we don't know where, but the result will be effectively that there won't be any loss of majority for the House of Representatives or Senate, and Congress will remain with the Republican majority, and Trump can do whatever they want without having any fear about the impeachment or something like that. So anything is going toward, something extremely bad. We can see that the country is going down. Unfortunately, the United States is sinking, but everything is good for the wealthy people, including the president family. So Financial Times is talking about most probably a very good contract between Pentagon and a company that is producing the drones, and this company is somehow linked to Trump Jr., right? The President Trump's son. So which means that the business for Trump family is very good, even though we are in the fourth week of government shutdown. And meanwhile, the Zionists are doing whatever is necessary to move forward with their agenda. We know that the main agent of the Zionism in the government is Stephen Miller. It's not his real name. He has another name. He's changed his name in order to just look like more American. And he's now threatening anyone that can touch the ICE agents, and he's saying to the agents, to the to ICE officers, that you can do whatever you want because you have federal immunity, right? So on the one hand, he's trying to trigger a civil war in the United States, because we know that with what ICE is doing, we are for sure, if you account for all the incidents that are happening here and there, we are going toward a civil war. And at the same time, in order to keep his position so that he can trigger this civil war planned and designed by Zionists for the United States, you see here he's praising the president, right? He's praising Trump by saying, let me just say, Mr. President, that this country was going to die without you. This country was going to actually die without you. You alone saved it. So that's one of the Zionistic techniques, to have effectively a very good position at the top of the structure of power in order to do whatever they want through, the accumulation of all the power that is necessary over there. So we must be waiting, unfortunately, for a very bad and dark future for the United States. And I don't think that in this way the country can get away with that. United States cannot really escape this dark fate or future that is waiting for it. So that's why, again, if there is any chance, is right now, because according to the news that we have had today, as you can see, the war with Venezuela is imminent, is closing, and we are going to have one of the bloodiest war maybe in the 21st century. After the genocide of Gaza, now we are going to have a very extreme violent war here with lots of victims and casualties in both sides. So this is one of the reason I think if there is no really a mobilization of social power, and if the government can do whatever they want, whatever the Zionists are designing for the United States, a very bad, dark, and gloomy future will be waiting for the United States in the coming weeks and months. So we have to wake up and we have to be very attentive about what is going on before, before long, before it's too late. I hope that's going to happen. I hope that there would be a social awareness, and that's the reason my recommendation is always and always, the grassroots work, organizing the social forces from the bottom of the society, so that we can have effectively a force, a real force, social power, right, in order to play the role of counterpower when the power is completely undemocratic, unpopular. What the people have to do is just to create effectively a very strong counterpower in order to neutralize all these mess that is spreading across the country. I hope that this voice will be heard. I am going to talk about that more. Thank you very much for watching this video.